Hello, and welcome to the podcast where everyone's a celebrity. The Everyone's a Celebrity podcast. Thank you for listening.
Hey, I'm doing something. I'm doing an interview. Yes. I'm doing like a podcast interview.
Can I say hi?
Yes, real quick.
Hi.
Hey,
why is he doing that?
Because that's the sound. Like.
No, I'm just the cool aunt.
Oh, okay.
His birthday.
Oh, okay. I thought you guys were like pre-gaming or something.
Hello.
Alright.
Wait. Hi. Hi. Come on.
Alright.
What did I do?
Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for joining me. This is the podcast where everyone is a celebrity, and I'm your host, Chris Wilkins. Now, you never really know who you'll meet or run into going to the skate park, but imagine my surprise walking in and seeing none other than David Sauceda hanging out with his family on a Sunday afternoon. Now, if you've been living under a rock, David is a local skateboarding champion, a loving family man, and honestly, just a really chill, cool guy. I knew I had to get an interview, so this is our conversation that we had with him and some people in his family. I hope you guys enjoy, and thanks again for listening. Without further ado, David Sauceda. All right, so we're here today with...
My name's David Sauceda.
All right, and so David, how long have you been skating for?
I'm 33, about to be 34. I think I started when I was like 9 or 10. It's been a long time, so don't have that exact number, but at least, over 20 years, I would say, safely.
Okay. Who got you into skating, or what did?
I started off, one of my friends in the neighborhood I lived in growing up.
Where'd you grow up at?
In Rowlett.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. One of my buddies, we used to ride bikes and stuff, and I think we even dabbled with scooters a little bit, and someone came with a skateboard one day, and I rode his around, and then I liked it enough to get my own, and I just never stepped off,
Okay. Heck yeah. So you already pretty much had a group of friends to start learning how to skate and stuff with?
Yeah. We had our neighborhood group for a while, and eventually we all moved out, but before people started moving away, it was a few years, so we had time to get into it. And then I met other friends in school that liked skating, and my group of friends grew a little bit, and none of the originals that I started with, I don't think any of them skate, or I don't even, I lost touch with them, but over the years, definitely we've had other groups and a lot of other people involved with it.
Okay, cool. Were you staying, are there any parks in Rowlett, skate parks here?
We had one. It was back when I was in high school. I graduated in 2007.
From Rowlett?
Rowlett High School, yep.
Okay.
And I think we had one over there. It was right across the street from the high school, and it was an old swimming pool that they filled in the concrete, so it was just a slab. And then they put ramps there.
That's pretty sick, though. Yeah.
It was not too bad. It was smaller, but definitely, we had that. They closed it down eventually, but hey, I'm doing something. I'm doing an interview. Yes, I'm doing like a podcast
Can
interview.
I say hi?
Yes, real quick.
Hi.
All right.
How old's your son?
He's 7 years old.
7 years old.
Going on 8, motherfucker.
Oh, man. You're the proud mom, I'm assuming?
No.
Oh, okay. How you doing?
No, I'm just the cool aunt.
Oh, okay.
I was just invited to a birthday party, so I'm excited.
Oh, all right. Cool. You guys, is this after the party or before?
No, it's in September. Maybe that's what they're talking about, his birthday.
Oh, okay. I thought you guys were pre-gaming or something.
We probably will do something like this on, he likes to skateboard too, so.
That's cool. When did you start skating?
Hey,
Why is he doing that?
Because that's the sound, He asked you when you've been skating, how long you've been skating.
Hello.
All right.
Wait. Hi. Come on.
right. Hey. He's a bit of a class clown, if you can't tell. All right, sit. Now, hey, seriously.
What did I do? No.
Definitely putting that in there.
Yeah, they're fun, man. The kids are awesome.
Yeah. So when was like the first time you started going to like skate parks and stuff like regularly?
Once I got more into it, I think the beginning first few years was just riding, not even really trying tricks.
Oh, okay.
Just like, oh, let's all meet up, and we would ride our skateboards and meet, and then we'd do other stuff too, you know. But once I like learned kick flips, really kind of helped it take off.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because once you do a trick, man, it just sparks like a certain interest. Yeah, you just keep on chasing it, you know.
You're just trying to get any scraping, you know, learn any little easy trick that you can just to get that rush again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad I said hi.
Dang, I was gonna ask something. Now you reminded me of that. Oh, yeah, no, because like when I first started skating, like my friends, they gave me a board, and like right off the bat, it was like, learn how to ollie, learn how to do this, learn how to do that. Like, why aren't you learning this already? You know, so I was like, I was pressed to learn. So that's an interesting like perspective hearing that. You know, you guys just riding around.
Yeah, just cruising, and
that's pretty cool.
I think that really helped.
You were what age around this time?
I was
9,
like,
10?
yeah, like 10, and I rode it only like till I was like 11, 12. Right when I started my teen years, I think was when I started actually being interested in tricks.
Oh, okay.
But I think, like you were saying, just riding for a while helps you have that balance.
Yeah.
And kind of feeling your board and being comfortable, which is a huge part of skateboarding successfully, is being comfortable on your board.
Okay. Well, I was wanting to ask people today about like skate park anxiety.
Yeah.
Did you guys have a lot of that when you were first there? Or?
Definitely, it can be nerve-wracking if it's like you're beginning and you don't really know what you can do, so you're learning.
Yeah,
you know?
especially like if you've never been to a park before.
Yeah.
You don't know like, oh, I can balance on this ramp or this kicker, or you know what I mean. Like,
right, and also it depends on the park and the time, but sometimes they can be real crowded. And I've noticed, even me now being experienced, if there's a lot of people, definitely that raises the anxiety levels. You got to watch out. Some people don't watch out for traffic, cross traffic, and there can be accidents.
So that's what I wanted to ask too is like somebody as experienced as you yourself is like, I've been skating for a long time, but I don't really consider myself like experienced, but like, even you still like kind of feel that way, but I guess now more so it's about just dodging kids and
yes,
like
it's being like 2-3 steps ahead of what you're actually doing.
For real.
That applies to the skateboarding itself, but also like your routes, where you're going. Keep an eye out, if you're gonna go a certain path, look ahead and see how the people ahead of you are looking. Are they looking, or do they look they're about to go? Did they watch out for you or not? So you have to watch out for them.
Yeah, you're memorizing black shirts route, you're memorizing white shirt.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's a lot going on, and it's good to kind of keep little mental notes to kind of prevent certain things from happening.
You don't really think about it a whole lot when you're just out there skating and just pulling up or whatever, but it is a lot a lot of extra stuff on top of your own stuff you're thinking about skating and everything. So okay, so I guess I'm trying to ask people to kind of get a refresh myself on the memory, because I know obviously it's scary to have people think that people are watching you, because you kind of feel like everybody's watching you the whole time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, stuff like that, but that definitely makes sense to play a bigger part, for sure.
Yeah, and all that, situational awareness, I think that comes second nature almost. Yeah. The more and more you get out, you're gonna start, getting in those close calls and maybe even running into someone, and then you'll know next time, to look out, and then eventually it just becomes part of your habits, you know what I mean?
Do you have any times where you like had a a fender bender or anything? Or you like ran into somebody?
Yeah,
Mowed over a kid or something?
definitely had a few. You know, I would say that's probably inevitable. It's gonna happen.
Oh, yeah.
You just have to do your best to avoid it. And
Do you have any that like stick out for you?
I'm trying to think. None too crazy, honestly. I've had some pretty good luck.
Yeah.
I definitely like to always watch my surroundings, so
Yeah.
it happens fast sometimes, but nothing that was like really crazy, nothing bad like that. So thankful for that.
Okay. How do you feel? Do you keep up with like modern skating now? Like, do you watch like Street League or any of that kind of stuff, or do you just keep up with it on social media or anything?
Not a whole lot. I think when I was younger, for a little bit I did, but you know, yeah, I'm just, yeah, you know, I see it every now and then. I'll watch like reruns.
Oh, okay.
And actually, X Games just came up, and
You'll watch like X Games reruns?
X Games was on, and I happened to be at the skate shop that my friend owns, and he sponsors me, and he saw that through YouTube. It was live broadcasting, so we just put it on, and we were watching live street X Games street or park. It was pretty cool.
Man.
But yeah, before this, I can't even remember the last time I like tuned in to watch it. It's just, I just get out there in the moment. I know there's a lot going on. To me, like getting into the scene, like the skate videos, the current videos and all that was more of the younger phase. Maybe like my teen to close to the end of my teens, but after that, it's just, I don't know, I just didn't keep up with it. You know?
Yeah. Do you are you like familiar with like the local stuff, or are you just kind of like just coming to the parks and just kind of vibing out when you can, when you get the time and everything?
Yeah, they do events. Maybe like 10 years or so ago, skating was getting real big, and there was contests, you know, all the time. I was in the mix, definitely trying to find the contests and compete.
Oh, okay.
I was having fun, just trying to see where I was, you know, maybe get some prizes and all that.
What contests were you at? Maybe you look kind of familiar. That's another reason why I kind of saw you. So I might have. Did you ever compete here in Allen?
I don't think I ever did one here, but
you can go ahead. I can just cut it out too.
He's asking for my phone.
Oh.
It's all right. Go skate, man. Go skate, please.
This is way funner than a phone, man.
Yeah, it really is. But yeah, nothing around here. They used to have probably, as far as my recollection goes, the biggest contest that ever was in like the Dallas-Fort Worth area was back. It started in 2009 and it went through to like 2013 or 14. It was called D-Town Throwdown.
Oh yeah, okay.
They did it at American Airlines Center, actually.
Oh, I didn't get to go to that one. Yeah.
Yeah. Like they let us like skate outside of the venue, and even had workers come and they like bolted rails down the handrail. It was a 6 stair, just a stair set, but they let it
in the wayfront, right?
Yeah, right in the front. Yeah. They let us put a handrail and bolt it in the ground and build ledges out of wood, like
Shout out American Airlines.
Yes, sir. All that. It was awesome. You know, I don't know what happened. Maybe like it got expensive or permits or something, but you know, they had a good 5 years or so, give or take, and yeah, that started in 2009, and I remember back then I was like in my prime-ish, right around when I was doing my early 20s. Okay. And I missed the 2009 one because I didn't even hear about it, but then I actually ended up winning the 2010 one.
Dang, okay.
So that was literally like probably my biggest achievement as far as competing. It's a pretty big contest, and being able to actually win. And yeah, all the people, you know, it was always before a hockey game, so you know it was packed.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
And yeah, man, it was like thousands of people and like all that cheering, man. It's pretty surreal, but it was cool.
I can imagine, dude. Like, what was the trick that do you remember? Was it like a full set or something? Or?
Yeah.
You fucking users.
What's up? Yeah, actually, you know, it's funny that you ask it that way because it kind of did turn out that way. I made it to the finals, and it was pretty close, I guess. And the announcer was asking everyone for one last trick, and it was 8 of us in the final, and everyone missed their trick. But I was the only one, and I got my trick. It's like a hard flip backside 180.
Dang, okay.
But like, you know, on the money like that, you know, when you do it, if they ask you to do it and you land it, you basically guaranteed to win. You know, it's because I would say everyone else was doing better than me. Like I think I might have done 1 or 2 tricks only in the finals.
Any better than you are.
But then when they put everyone on the spot, and everyone misses. It's you got to give it to the guy that did it, you know, basically.
Especially if it's between 8 people for the finals.
Yeah, some of those guys, you know, they ended up becoming pretty big names, like Keyshaw Johnson. Sean Green is out in California doing that VX 1000 or GX. Those dudes that bombing the hills and all that. They're all over Thrashers. Those guys. Frankie Heck, yep, he was there. He actually, for the qualifier that year, was at Alliance Skate Park over there in Grand Prairie, and I got second on the qualifier. Frankie ended up beating me on the qualifiers.
So I knew you looked familiar. I was like, I've definitely seen this guy before. That's crazy, man. Okay.
Yeah, and Frankie ended up, he's made it out there with some big teams. You see him around like Shake Junk guys.
Yeah.
He's been dabbling out there in Cali with the big dogs.
Nice, man. Okay. Well, if we can switch gears a little bit, I want to ask you a little bit, like, what's fucking being a dad like? Like, what's that?
It's fucking awesome, man. Honestly, it's been really fun. You know, definitely you got to change a lot of things about your life.
Basically, feel like it's easier to make those changes once the kid's actually in front of you?
Yeah, like you have to be more responsible. You have to, you know, maybe not so reckless and think about, you know, now your consequences affect your child.
My wife stabbed herself 2 nights ago.
Dang it.
Yeah, where I'm at right now.
Damn it, Bobby.
Pretty fucking rough.
Yeah.
Is it like a constant, you have to keep your eye on them kind of thing, or is that just only for like a certain age, or?
No, you should keep your eye on them until
Probably, yeah.
rough, dude.
They start to get real crazy and like thinking they're invincible. You definitely gotta watch them.
Is that like, because you said your son's 7 now?
Yeah.
So 7 going on 8. So does he know? He knows about like death and stuff. Like he understands. Okay. So but this is not really real to him yet.
Yeah. Right. They understand things, but not the severity or like long-lasting effects. Like certain things happen, can't be undone.
Oh, they don't really get that yet.
He's definitely like been around death. Unfortunately, me and his mom both lost like our best friends the last year.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Hey man, that's just life, you know. Sometimes it happens how you don't want it to, but that's just how it is, man.
Well, I appreciate you opening up to me about that.
Yeah, man.
That's. I think it's, you know, I'm not a parent or anything, so obviously I wouldn't know, but I think it's important that you're not hiding those kind of things from your kid and stuff, because I know people can kind of shelter themselves or like shelter their kids from that.
Right. No, we're gonna everything we feel like he should deal with and handle and know about. We definitely, you know, are open with him.
Yeah.
He seems to be pretty mature for his age, and so.
It seems like a lot of kids are nowadays.
Yeah. It's a different world, man. It's like they grow up faster, you know.
Yeah. How do you think it's like? Well, I mean, I guess between like when you were raised and everything, how different is it trying to raise a kid with like phones and everything that's going on, and you know, screens everywhere?
Yeah. I think that can be problematic, you know. It just depends on what they're being exposed to, and also what the parents help.
Yeah.
You know, what if they're gonna show them certain things, or maybe keep some away from till they're older and can understand it better. I think it's definitely like a double-edged sword with the technology available to these kids. They can be exposed to some harmful stuff at an earlier age, which can cause some damage, you know. It just depends. You got to watch them. You have to be responsible as a parent and monitor it, because if you let the world raise your kid, it's probably not a good idea, you know?
I feel like the thing that always scared me the most is remembering, like, because it wasn't even me when I was a kid. Like, I was, you know, I got into my fair share of wackiness or whatever, but it was always like the kids at school that'd be like, hey, check this out, and it'd be some crazy off the wall shit.
Yes, man.
Imagining that like amplified or whatever, but
Yeah, it's just getting worse, man. It is. You just keep an eye on those kids and raise them how you want to be raised, you know.
Okay. Well, do you do anything outside of like skating when you're not being a dad and skating? Do you got any other hobbies or anything?
A little bit. I used to like art, I guess, a little bit, like painting and stuff.
Okay.
But it's been a while, man.
Just
Yeah.
hobby kind of thing.
Yeah, nothing serious.
I've always wanted to get into painting, but I've always been led to believe you got to be good at drawing first, and I was like, I don't know. I don't know if I can. Okay. Well, do you got anything that you like want to like plug or anything, or something that you want to like tell people about, or just anything you want to like get out to the people? Any opinions you want to have uncontested?
Something that I feel like is important that, you know, I think everyone should at least hear it or consider is keeping skateboarding in the hands of skateboarders. You know, that whole shop local, small business, support the small guys. These corporation, mall shop type things, you know, take over, and those guys, some of them, sometimes the owners don't even skate, aren't involved with it, don't care about it. They only know that there's money to be made, so they're extracting whatever wealth they can out of it. And skateboarding, you know, any business is, I think local's better. I think in America for a long time now, we've outsourced a lot of our work to other countries, and just when we could all be working here locally, you know, we should all take care of each other and supporting each other locally, and, you know, find your local skate shop. Like, I know Devotion Skate Company is like my friend's skate shop, and he's been in this for a long time. It's his third shop, actually.
Okay.
He's had a few goes at it, and he says this is his last hurrah, so, you know, he's...
Well, I'll make sure to put a link and look them up. And
Cool, yeah.
Post all that, and see. Do you have any like info on that page, or like are you posted on there? I can make sure to put an extra little link there. So
They could definitely got that. They have a website and an Instagram too, but they have an actual website. They should have like a team rider thing too, some of the guys, and we got some collabs and stuff going on with that.
All right. Well, I appreciate it again. I didn't realize I was speaking to a Newtown Throwdown legend, fucking champion.
Yeah,
I
man.
appreciate it, dude. Thank you for your time, man.
No problem, man. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Have a good one.
Appreciate it. Well, there you have it, everyone. David Sauceda. I'll make sure to post the links for Devotion Skate Park in the description. But thanks again for listening, and we'll see you next time.